I hope they don't start that while I'm out here. They probably won't. Still. Okay, the sun is blaring, so I don't know who's on here. I don't know who's on here. I can't see who's on here, but I'm going to talk anyway because I'm on my lunch break. So I'm going to try to squeeze this in before 1 o'clock. Okay. I wanted to talk about that live that Megan Thee Stallion went on, right? So she went on this live talking about random, I mean, many things, but the thing that stuck out to me when she was talking about how she was so down and she was so depressed that no one acknowledged her, right? Like everybody was just wanting to go party, want to get drunk, want to get turned up. They wasn't really concerned about who she was or what she had going on in her life and the things that she was struggling with, right? That's because today in this society we have traded friendships over popularity. Like we have traded friendships over being Instagram famous. We have traded friendships over people turning up, right? Because once you surround yourself with people who just want to hang with you just because, you gonna go through the things that she went through, because someone who has no other agenda to you other than quote unquote benefit off you or make them feel better about themselves, that is the type of situation you will be in, period. Okay, so when she was depressed and she was crying with a bottle in her hand, nobody pulled her over. Nobody in the bathroom was like, damn girl, what the fuck's going on? Like, I know we partying, but why the fuck is you crying? Why are you so damn sad? I don't understand. Okay? And unbeknownst to her, she probably really didn't think about it then, but those people had no solidarity towards her. Those people had no loyalty towards her. And a lot of times today, people will place those people who have no type of substance in your life. People will place those people in their life uh, for a cushion, for so they won't feel lonely. So so they don't feel by themselves because they're not in the place they want to be in life. Even though they might be happy or they might be quote unquote successful, they're still not in a place where they want to be in their life. So they hold on to people who will serve them at no particular on no particular frequency except for the lowest frequency in the energy, right? Because those people can't see you. They can't see you in that light. They can't see you in love. They can't see you as a particular human being. They just living in their life the way they live in their life. That's how they handle their traumas. That's how they handle the shit they got going on. That's how they handle, their problems. They picked up the bottle. They pick up the weed and tell you, bitch, why you tripping? Ain't we drunk? Why you tripping? Ain't you having fun? Like, why you tripping? So you got to be very clear on who you hanging out with, or who you spending time with, or who you express or give your energy to, because a lot of people have been mistaken. Y'all believe people hanging out with you, they really give a fuck about you, and they really don't. You believe because you go to a club with somebody and y'all could be going to club every weekend. Like y'all whole relationship could be based on just the club status. But since y'all relationship is based on the club status and y'all do this club thing a little bit more often than you usually do with other people, you will tend to believe that these people are a value to you. Like you would tend to believe that these people have something to give you. Like you would tend to believe that these people are in your life for a reason because God placed them there. But that ain't the fucking truth, because these people are just placeholders for the things that you're missing out on And they place orders for the people that you really need in your life. Now, the longer you hold on to these people, into these areas, into these energies, into these frequencies, you will not be able to get to the place in life or get to the people who you need in your life that God wants you to be. That the people that God wants you to be around, the people that's going to feed into you, the people that's just going to love you genuinely, the people that's going to see your spirit, the people that's going to perhaps push you to the next level. It's going to be something in them that they see that they don't have in you, so they just going to pour a little bit off on you, and then you can and you can go down the road to get to where you got to be in life. You're not going to get all that shit from people you getting drunk and high with all the damn time. You're just not. You're not. Like I said, this light, this sun, because I'm outside, the sun is beaming. I see the likes. I just can't see who they coming from. But thank you. Thank you for the likes, okay? And I'm going to place this on my YouTube. So after this live is off, I'm going to download it and I'll place it on my YouTube if any one of y'all want to, go back and watch it. But um yeah, you won't get to your place of abundance being around those damn people. And people have to understand, when you are in a certain type of frequency in your life, right? This is whatever spectrum. If you figure like you up on the high to the high, or you up to the low. If you on a certain type of frequency or energy in your life, you will only attract people in that like frequency. You will only attract people in that like energy. Okay? So once you attract those people in that like frequency and that energy, when y'all are doing the things that you do on that frequency level, on that frequency band, on that frequency channel, on that energy dial, everybody's going to look the same. Everybody's gonna look the same. You're not going to decipher that something's different. You're just gonna be, oh, we all turned up, we all doing this, we all doing that. But once you have an inkling, once that station, once that frequency, once that energy changes on your dial, not on everybody else's dial, but once that frequency changes on someone on your dial, okay, you will then see the disturbance. Okay? I don't know how long Megan Thee Stallion did this. I don't know how long her she was going through this depression and everybody didn't really see her. I don't know how long that was. But until you change the dial on your frequency and your energy, okay, you will always be in that place. So what happened to her was she was doing what everybody else did, because everybody else was sad. She was just in a place where she can actually show her sadness. They just didn't really give a shit because they couldn't even know. They numb out how sad they is, so they definitely couldn't see how sad and fucking hurt she was. Okay, so when she decided, like, you know what, I need to change some shit. Those people that she saw every day, those people that she turned up with all the time, those people that she spent all that money with getting drunk, those people that she spent all that time with just acting a fucking fool, those people start looking real motherfucking different to her. They started looking different to her because at this point her mind changed. At this point her mentality changed. At this point she was looking for something more than what this particular arena of energy and frequency was giving her. Okay? So when she made up in her mind, like, damn, she did make up in her mind. Once that inkling and that frequency and that energy changed on that dial, she realized, like, damn, I'm hurt and shit, and y'all don't give a fuck about me. Y'all just doing what y'all do. Y'all don't see me. You not paying attention to me. Like, you think you not paying attention to my tears. You not asking me what's going on. And once she came to that conclusion, she realized these people can't give me what I need, because I am definitely harming myself. Okay, I am harming myself. I'm self-destructing. No one is paying attention. I'm walking on a thin line. Okay, I have to back up for all those damn people. Okay, so when she made a decision to back up from all those people that was doing all this shit that she was doing with She was doing with these people. Those people now, now remember, she's on a different frequency. She done changed her channel. She done changed her dial. Okay, she on a different frequency, but these people are on the same channel. They listening to the same song. They haven't moved from the station, so they looking at her like she's a disturbance now. Be clear, because when I talk about energies and frequencies, that's how the shit works. Really, it's not. You can be on a higher tier and a lower tier, or good and bad and negative and positive, but all energy understands is where the fuck you at. Frequency only understands where the fuck you at. And if you're not in the space with the people that you were around and the people that you're hanging out with, it's gonna be a disturbance, no matter what spectrum you're on. Okay, so when she was able to go change her channel and go somewhere else, those people who were say on the same frequency on that same station looking at her like, what's wrong with you? So I ain't good enough no more. We can't talk no more. Before we was all turned up. Remember, everybody was at your house and we was having fun and we was getting drunk and we did this. You don't remember that? Like you don't be. See, you acting funny. I just can't believe you. You acting funny. Oh, that's how that is. Oh, that's how that is. But really, okay? When you change your mind, if you on the frequency, if you change your mind from that frequency, you change your mind from that energy, you will not be able to grow in the places that you were before. You will not be able to grow in the places that you were before. You will not be able to do the same things you used to fucking do. You will not be able to hang out with the same people you used to hang out with. Not because that you don't love these people, not because you don't appreciate these, whatever it is, not because you don't feel nothing from these people, but you understand me being in the space in this frequency, in this energy with these particular people at this particular time is going to leave me nowhere. It's going to leave me fucking stranded. So I have a choice. Do I stay silent to these people so they don't look at me all crazy and sideways because they think I done changed? Or do I stay solid to myself and to my love and to my heart and to my life and to my soul and to my spirit to do what's best for me? That's what she's doing. She's doing what's best for her at this point. Now, those people that was on that other frequency, on that different tier, they can't see that because they are so accustomed into drowning out they shit. Because that's what people do. They'll tell you, oh, girl, I'm having fun, girl. We getting turned up, girl. But nobody, I don't care what you, if you are in a place of your life where the majority of your time, you have to basically suffocate your emotions, because that's what happens. You basically have to suffocate and numb your emotions every other day or every day with a substance. You are not happy. You are not at peace. There is something that you're running from. There is an emotion that you don't want to acknowledge. There is a time and place in your life that something happened to you. You just hate it. And you hate to go back there. And you just need the shit to leave you the fuck alone. And the only thing that's going to make it leave you alone is the alcohol. And the only thing that's going to make you leave it alone is the smoke. That's the only thing that's going to make you leave it alone. So while that's the only thing that's going to make you leave it alone, you believe that you are handling your problems. You believe that you are handling your issues. You believe that you are an adult and you are making adult decisions and you can do what you want to do because that's your life and you a grown woman and I'm a grown man. Okay, that's fine. All that is evident. You are grown. But if the things that you are doing is not helping you, if the things that you are doing is hindering you, if the things that you are doing is not giving you any appreciation, if the things that you are doing is harming not only your body but your spirit, then what are you doing it for? Really? Then what are you doing it for? You are lying to yourself, okay? We have been so disillusional to the fact that we don't experience pain. So we got to show people that we the biggest motherfucker. You know, we got to show people that ain't nobody got me stressed. I'm all right. But you breaking the fuck down, okay? It's a sad sight to see. And people who understand the way I understand can see that shit. And if you're lucky enough, and if God gave you grace enough to place somebody in your life that's able to see you going down in that energy, in that frequency, and those people will come to you and tell you, look, I see you. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I see you, and you just need to stop, or you need a break. You want to talk. What's going on in your life, girl? Because I see you drowning, and you trying to act like you can keep up, but you drowning in these alcohols and these bottles, and this shit ain't making you look no better. Okay, we getting older, all right. We ain't in our 20s no more. Megan happened to wise up in her 20s. People, there's women that struggling with this in their 30s and their 40s and their 50s, y'all. This shit don't discriminate when it comes to age and where you think you should be in life. That's why a lot of people who are in their 30s and their 40s and their 50s figure like they don't have to do shit different because they older. But shit, it don't matter how old you is. If you still is holding on to the shit that is hindering from you from your greatness, that's all that stuff is doing. It's not giving you anything. It's not benefiting you. Okay? And don't let me talk about the sexual acts that people have with each other. Yes, we are physical beings, but especially if you're a woman. If you are a woman, I don't know who's on here. But if you are a woman and you are in a place in your life where you know you need help, or you know you holding on to certain substances, or you know you drink alcohol for you to go to sleep because you can't digest the process of things that are going on in your fucking mind, you know you need a blunt every time you lay down because you just need to numb all that shit out, you do not need to be having sex with no fucking body. Nobody. That just becomes another addiction that you have to break. And you have to understand it does not matter how long you do this. If you don't come to a point in your life where you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna bite this bullet, I'm gonna go through these emotions, I'm gonna get this shit up out of me, and I'm gonna be the greatest version of myself. You are going to leave this earth doing that same thing that you think that you're hiding your emotions from. But the people have to understand the things that you are using to cope your emotions with is the same things that's gonna help. It's gonna assist you taking you out this motherfucker. It's going to assist. It's going to assist your emotions that you don't even want to feel no more. It's going to assist your emotions that you make you feel fucked up. It's going to assist that, and then it's going to take the shine out of you. It's going to take the light out of you. It's going to take the love out of you. It's going to take the God out of you. It's going to take the abundance out of you. You're not healing yourself doing that. You have to heal. When she came to that realization, she was like, you know what, Megan, I got to do something different because I'm harming myself. That's what this spiritual journey look like. Okay, and I know y'all probably see a lot of people talk about a spiritual journey and being aware and being on a certain frequency. That is the reason fucking why. Because if you're not on a spiritual journey, if you're not quote unquote leveling up, okay, if you are not in the frequency and the energy where you feel like you can be the best version of your fucking self, you're going to lose yourself every fucking time. I do not know nobody in my life who plays in that game that has won. You will never win. You will never win. You not that smart. You not that slick. You not that tough. You not that bitch. You not that nigga. You will never fucking win playing that damn game. And I'm here to tell you, because when it comes to, I got time. I'm gonna go a little bit deep on y'all, okay? Because I am mystic, meaning I'm a mystical motherfucker from the hood, okay? When you play in that fucking game, that energy that these things derive from get a hold of you. When people talking about, oh, that's the devil, oh, that's demonic, oh, that's possession. No, 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 baby. No. Y'all got that shit wrong too. The possession is that. The possession is the coping mechanisms. That shit will take over your life. What is a possession? What is something, when you looking at, because I watched scary movies all my life. Like, maybe I had to understand scary movies to understand how energy and spirit moves, okay? When you're watching a scary movie and you see something about possession, right? Whoever is possessed with this entity, with this spirit, with this whatever, quote unquote, demon, okay? Whoever is possessed with this shit changed into a whole different motherfucker. They change into a whole being. They don't talk the same. They don't look the same. They don't act the same. They don't dress the same. Now, there are some possession movies where they may look the same. They may go to work, but it's something. It's just you they acting off. Have you seen him? Well, yeah, I seen him, but it looked like he wasn't even there. I know. It's like I was looking at him and he looked right through me. That's that shit, y'all. When you drown yourself with the alcohol, when you drown yourself with the marijuana, when you drown yourself with the physical sexual encounters, you become possessed. You will no longer look to the highest version of yourself. What is the highest version of yourself? Everybody on this planet has a fucking purpose. I don't give if your purpose was here for you to be the greatest mother on earth. I don't care if your purpose here was to be the best gardener on earth. I don't care if your purpose here was to be the best poet, to be the best librarian, to be whatever your purpose is here for. You have a purpose here, okay? But when you get here, you lose your focus. When you get here, you lose your insight, because when you get here, they'll tell you, okay, your spirit know. That's why shit be disturbed. Your spirit know that, okay, when we get there, when we get to earth, we this is our mission. This is what we doing. This is how we doing it, and this is what we doing. Okay, so when you get down here physically, excuse me, y'all. When you get down here physically, our physical being are now distracted. Okay, so because when you come down here, your spirit don't know, your physical aspect don't know what you came down here for. You just know that you're here. So you're walking in this thing called life, and you're walking in this thing called love. On this physical realm, which is earth. You're walking on this earth, and then they tell you, okay, this is what you need to pay attention to. This is what you need to do with your life. This is what you need. This is where you need to go. This is how you need to look. This is who you need to date. This is what you need to be paying attention to. This is what, and then all those things you start paying attention to. Okay, then let's just say you paying attention, but the shit don't work. It's not working. Whatever they told you to pay attention to on this particular round, it's not fucking working. You can't get it right. You can't get you can't. It seems like you always messing up. It seems like you always getting something wrong. You always messing up in a relationship. You always messing up your friendship. You don't know what the hell is going on. You always doing this. You always doing that. You are always doing that because the further you are away from your self-awareness, from your God consciousness, the further you are away from your mission. I don't know the Bible, but don't the Bible say something about earthly, don't lose your soul or spirit for earthly possessions? That's all the fuck that was. That's all the fuck that was. So you can be here abundantly. Like, you can drive a nice car. You can have the nice house. You can have the banging body. Okay? You can wear your weaves where you want to. You can do all that shit. But the disturbance in that becomes when you believe that is the only thing you need to focus on here. That is where that disturbance becomes. I mean, that's where that disturbance lies. That is where that disturbance comes into play. Yes. Can you be abundant here? Yes. Do you have the ability to live your free will and do as you please? Yes. But if your free will and for you being abundant just totally disregards your spirit and totally disregards your heart and totally disregards your soul, you are losing the fuck out. You will clank out every time. When they say, you drive a car or a hoopty, but they say in the hood you drive a hoopty and the motherfucker just clunk out, that car gonna clunk out on you every time. You're not gonna win in that game. You're not gonna win at that game. You're not. That's why you see a lot of people that's hemmed up and people who we believe because they have this earthly possessions of everything. Oh, they should be happy. But they done missed the whole spirit. They done missed their whole soul. So how can they be happy? Happy with what? Some material shit that you can burn up? Like burn up, cut up, beat up? And you think that's gonna justify your spirit and your soul? Are you dumb? That's not how that happens. And that's why you see a lot of people like me, because I'm not the only one talking this, okay? That's why you see a lot of people get on these platforms and talk to y'all about this because people have been lied to. Then if you tell yourself, okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to go into these earthly possessions. I'm not going to get into this earthly, you know what? I'm going to join the church. I'm going to join religion. Okay, but even if your fucking religion, if you if you are paying more attention to your religion than you are doing to your soul and your spirit, you are missing the fuck out. You're not gonna get it there either. Excuse me, y'all. You're not gonna get it there either. That's why you see people jump from religion to religion, pastor to pastor, church to church, this to that, because they have not got in tune with who they supposed to be, and which is you have not got in tune with your God consciousness. You have not got in tune with Christ's consciousness. You have not got in tune with God's love. You have not got in tune with God's heart. You aren't connected to the thing that keeps you surviving on this realm every fucking day. And the more that you disconnect from your spirit, the more you disconnect from your soul, the more you disconnect from your love, the more you are disconnected from God every fucking day. That's why it's so hard for you to do shit. That's why it's so hard for you to see God. That's why it's so hard for you to know what love is, because you done connected yourself away from all the goddamn God and love. Woo! Shit. And excuse me, if you're into astrology, I do get passionate, okay? I am in the fire sign. I have a fire sign stellium, all right? But my water sign rising keeps me intact. My water sign rising keeps me intact, okay? So I might get a little bit passionate here and there, all right? Because I need y'all to understand, okay? That's how that works. That's how that moves. That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it moves. And if you think you're going to come here and you're just going to, well, I'm just going to beat the system. And the system, I'm not talking about this political system, okay? I'm not talking this political system. I'm talking about God's system. I'm talking about the universal law system. I'm just gonna beat the system, and I'm just gonna show them because I'm their nigga. I'm just gonna show them because I'm the baddest bitch, and I don't care. I don't care what religion you follow. I don't care. I don't care if you don't follow religion. I don't care if you don't know what the hell a religion is. Okay, I don't care if you never stood foot in a church. I don't care if you go to church every damn day. Okay, I don't care if you know the Bible front and back. I don't care if you never read the Bible. But what I do understand is you are not beyond universal law. You will never be beyond universal law. Okay? Universal law. Cause and effect. The law of oneness. You will never be beyond that. So even if you figure all the things that I just said that you may be involved in, you may not be involved in, all the things that I just named, and you're not putting intact of the universal law, or even just the law of cause and effect, because that's the law that everybody got messed up, because you believe in your egotistical self, you believe in your right mind, you believe is you that nigga, you believe is you that girl, that you can just go and do what you gonna do, and then you just gonna get the effects that you want out of that shit. And that's not how the fuck that shit happened. That's not how that happens. Okay? That's why you feel like, oh, well, I'm grown. I'm gonna keep on doing what I want to do. Fine. You're right. You have a free will. Yes. But understanding that free will in the cause and effects of universal law, you are not going to get something out of nothing. It's fucking impossible. Y'all can't skip that part. You can't. You can try. You can't skip that part. That part is always going to be there. That's where that work comes in. Y'all don't want to do the work. Okay? I'm not saying y'all. I'm just saying people as collectively don't want to do that work. That's when the shit get tough. That's when you realize what integrity is. That's when you understand what real love is. That's when you know that you got to go beyond all your ego. You got to go beyond all your wants. You got to go beyond all that shit. Because you know, if you and your ego doing this, you're not going to like the effects that's coming at the end. So you just going to bypass the ego shit. You just going to stay right here. When you come against your wants, there's going to be something that you want, and you want it so bad, and it tastes so good, and it looks so good, and it make you feel so good, and oh, I just want it, oh, I just have to have it, I just want it. But the motherfuckers who understand cause and effect and understand that I want that, but shit, I know once I get this, the effects of what this is going to cause me, no, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out on that. Y'all have a hard time with that. Y'all have a very hard time with that. And that's because you done chose this physical aspect, like they tell you in the church. Like I said, I only been to church a couple of times. On skim through the Bible. But I do remember hearing people say, don't lose your soul over earthly possessions. Don't lose your spirit over earthly possessions. That's all the fuck that shit is, y'all. That's all the fuck it is, okay? You are here with a guide. When they say God to never leave you nor forsake you, what did you think that was? Okay? We are so conditioned and so they hook on this physical realm base. If it's not nothing that we can touch tangibly, it's non-existent. That's now how the spiritual shit work, y'all. Like that's not how it works. So a lot of times y'all hear God but don't know that God is within everything. You hear God, you don't know that your consciousness, when you hear God consciousness, let me break that down. Okay, perfect. I got 12 minutes. When you break God consciousness down, a lot of y'all may hear people say that all the time and you don't know what the fuck that means, right? God consciousness, God consciousness. What does that mean? The God consciousness. Why is everybody talking about this God consciousness, right? Especially since you've been indoctrinated by church and religion. They tell you, you go to church, you pay your tithes, you read the Bible, you go to Bible study, you do what they tell you in church, you join the choir, you marry in church, you get a God-fearing man, and y'all gonna live happy the fuck after. But that's how now the fuck that shit work, okay? Because the people who have did that still have not gotten in tune with God consciousness. I don't care how big your church is. I don't care how famous your pastor is. I don't care how much money your church get. I don't care how. I don't care if you a pastor yourself. If you have not got in tune with God's consciousness, you are not you ain't doing nothing. That church don't mean nothing. That money that you tied into the church, because God don't know nothing about no damn money. I'm here to tell y'all, okay? If we would take all the socks in the world, right? I always use this example because I think y'all get that confused. Because I know on money they said in God we trust, but God ain't money. I need y'all to keep up, okay? So if we took all the socks in the world and said, you know what? This is how we gonna pay y'all. We gonna pay y'all in socks. So whenever you go get some food, we gonna give you these socks, and these socks is gonna represent the value of the sock. The different color gonna represent the value of these socks. When you go to church, you put these socks in the collection plate, okay? You gonna get paid with these socks. These socks is gonna be in the bank. So when you want to go to the bank to get some value out, some monetary gain out for you to buy some substances here, we gonna give you some socks. It'll be the same damn motherfucking thing, y'all. It'll be the same thing. It'll be the exact same thing. Y'all be fighting over socks. Y'all be fucking over socks. Y'all be stealing over socks. Y'all be lying over socks. Don't that sound crazy? When I put it in that aspect, in that form, that sounds fucking bananas. Okay? But since we have been indoctrinated by the power of money, we believe that the power of money will justify your spirit and your soul, and that's not the fucking case. That's not the case. If you have not gotten to God's consciousness, because if you have not gotten to God's consciousness by us being in the physical spirit and by us being in the physical realm, your ego is going to take the fuck over. If you're not into the God's consciousness, your ego is going to take the fuck over. Okay? Because your ego tells, because we all got ego. But like I said, a lot of y'all live in your ego. You're not supposed to live in your ego. You're supposed to put your ego in your back pocket like it's a bodyguard. You're supposed to put your ego just in case. You got that, that break the window just in case. That's how you got to use your ego. But a lot of y'all done lived your life in your ego. So you don't know what's what. You don't know how to maneuver in this motherfucker. Okay? So when you are in God's consciousness, you are moving in your ego. And I'm gonna tell you how you move in your ego. Your ego tells you you're always right. Your ego tells you you can't do no wrong. Your ego tells you you can do whatever you want to do because you that nigga. That's what your ego tells you. Your ego tells you you don't give a damn about them people. They ain't my friend. That's where that ego comes in. I don't give a damn about her. That she ain't my friend. That's where that ego comes in. I don't know that nigga. You can do whatever you want to the nigga. She ain't nothing to me. That's where that ego comes in. Okay? When you sitting there and you freak like, you know what? I want that. And I know you got it. But yeah, I'ma get that. however I can get it. I'm a think, I'm a plot, I'm a scheme. I may even rob you if you don't cooperate. I'm gonna get that. That's your fucking ego. That is your ego. And the more you are the more you are into your ego, the more you are out of God consciousness. Don't matter. That's why you see them like me. I've been living in the hood all my life. I've been living in South Central Los Angeles all my life. I never ruled in my ego. There probably been some times I was egotistical because I am in the physical form. But for my day to day, my everyday, the being of me was never ego driven. Ever. Because whatever I knew back then, I didn't know that then, but I know it now. I knew I had all that I fucking needed. That I didn't need to steal from you. I'm abundant. Even if I didn't have anything. I always felt like that. I always knew that. It was evident. It was evident. It wasn't nothing that somebody told me. It was evident that I knew that I was always abundant. I couldn't figure out why. I now know why. I was born with God's consciousness from the jump. This is the reason why I was fucking here. I always knew I was abundant. I done grew up with gangbangers, with drug dealers, and people who hit licks, and I stayed down the street from Figueroa. And anybody know about South Central LA, you know Figueroa was the fucking whole straw. Women naked, bending over, cooch out, but everything, just anything you could possibly think you could see on a prostitute avenue. I stayed 2 minutes away from there. I've always knew I was abundant. I've always knew that I didn't have to lie. I always knew that I didn't have to steal. I always knew, even if you live in this physical form, you might give a lie here and there, but you know what I mean. I never had to conform to the physical things that these people were telling me was okay, or the world was telling me you just have to do, and it's a greedy world. And no, I'm abundant within myself. Long as my spirit is okay, and my soul is fine, and my heart is good, I'm all to the fucking good. I don't give a damn what the fuck. That's why people see me like, damn, she just be chilling. But that's how I think. If my spirit is good, and my soul is good, and my heart is happy, and my heart isn't I'm feel the love within myself, all this other shit is just fucking temporary. This shit can come and go just like that. I'm not gonna base my happiness. I'm not gonna base my happiness. I'm not gonna base my joy. I'm not gonna base my abundant mindset on physical ailments that can be taken away from me in the next minute, in the next second. Because then where does that leave me? That I'm only abundant as the things that I have. That I'm only as happy because I have these things. And I'm only joyous because these things are my life. But when I understand where the joy and the happiness and the abundance comes from, it comes from God's consciousness. It comes from God. Hey, do I want to be abundant? Yes, I am. I am abundant. Yes, people might see me like, damn, like, where she shop at? Because, yeah. But sometimes you may see me like, where is this girl going? Like, what is going on? Like, I just seen her and she was looking all cute and stunning, and now it's just like, because it doesn't bother me. I don't let that control me. I don't let that rule me. I don't let that phase me. It's just what it is. Because if I was in the 70s It'll be the same thing. I'll probably have a big old Cadillac. Sometimes you might see me with a big old afro. Sometimes you might see me with cornrows. Sometimes you might see me with afro puffs. Sometimes you might see me with just a low, with a big old afro or a small little bitty afro. Sometimes you might see me with beads in my hair. Sometimes you may see me with a bandana. It's just the same shit. I'm fucking timeless. I'm fucking universal. Shit don't mean nothing. It's just I'm here right now. And while I'm here right now, I'm going to enjoy the shit that's here right now. But am I going to let the shit that's here right now consume my soul and my spirit to make me believe that I am less than because of these things? Hell the fuck no. And you can kiss my ass. And you can kiss my ass. I just, no. That's not how I move. Okay? So, back to what I was saying. So I gotta go back to work. All right. When you in God's consciousness, when you in the spirit of love, when you're in the spirit where you want to get to God's consciousness, doing the things that Megan and Stallion was doing with her friends, and how they was turning up, and how they was doing this, and how they was doing that, you will never get to that spot, and you will always feel stagnant, and it will always be, especially if you're here for a special mission. Now, what is Friday? I'm gonna come back Friday, and I'm gonna come back tonight. I'm gonna come back tonight, and I'm gonna talk to y'all about how that energy and spirit take a hold on you when you do have a special mission. Okay, it kind of singles you out, it points you out, and I'm gonna tell y'all how that works. But if you are a space in your life where you figure like you want to get to a higher version of yourself, you want to be more self-aware, if you handle yourself in the arena of abuse, in the arena of substance, in the arena of fighting, being toxic, getting drunk all the time, getting high all the time, having sex all the time, it's gonna be a disturbance there. Because you wanna know why? Because your higher self will never be able to feed off that. Even though your higher self is here, it's telling you, I'm here, hey, I'm here. No, don't look down there, look up here. I'm here, hi, I'm here. But you all the way down here. And then once you get, now, you may be in a point where you just feel the frequency and the energy of down there. Excuse me, y'all, there's a graduation going on. You might feel the energy and frequency of down here, so you don't even look up there, right? But when there is a disturbance, please know it's a disturbance because you feel uncomfortable. And that is the key. You have not lost it. If you feel uncomfortable, you have not lost your higher self. Because your higher self makes you feel uncomfortable because your higher self know that it's a disturbance and we need to change out of this. Like when you go get some shoes. You put some shoes on and they hurt your feet. You don't say, okay, I'm just going to walk around with some hurting ass shoes. Unless you looking for some pain. Looking for the look. I'm not talking about the look. I'm talking about the feeling. Get connected. Okay? You going to take them hurting ass shoes off if you looking for a comfortable feeling. Right? So if you are uncomfortable, that is your higher self telling you, I need to get out of here because I can't function here. I can't grow here. Okay? So, if you are uncomfortable, that's the start. Your higher self is waiting for you. Your highest version is waiting for you. All right? You have not lost it. It has not went anywhere. It don't matter what frequency or level you on. If you are disturbed in that frequency and level, your higher self is waiting for you. Okay? So, like I said before, I'm going to save this. You guys can follow me. I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it on my YouTube. And I'm going to give you more content. And like I said, I'm going to come back tonight to tell you on the spiritual level how that energy on the lower frequency keeps you from your higher frequency because you're on here for a soul mission. Okay? I kind of touched on it then, like within this hour, but I didn't go deep. I didn't go deep. Okay, well, I'm gonna go deep tonight. All right. So y'all follow me, y'all subscribe for my YouTube, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.